gentlemen, this is Michael Dean. We are here working like a job, the Prince podcast. We're in sunny Seattle, Washington, and we have got a treat today. We're going to visit somebody who has been doing a lot of work here in the Prince community. So we're going to walk to the door. So hold on. Knock on the door. Mr. Troy.
What's up, Michael?
How you doing, man?
Good. Good to see you.
Coming into your lovely home here.
Welcome to my humble abode. Thanks for coming.
Oh man, thanks for having us.
Long time coming.
Yes, sir. So let's go up to the sanctuary.
All right, let's
see
do
what
it.
we got here.
So I just live in a townhome, North Beacon Hill.
Just give me a location out. All right, crazy. Whoa.
I'm leaving the address out.
There's some amazing artwork here. Like, you can't help but notice the stuff as you come in. It's awesome.
I make so much stuff that it has to go somewhere, so up on the walls it is.
Wow.
And yes, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so we also have that in common.
Whoa, I know the listeners are just like, what are those? You know, you seen Black Panther?
Yeah.
When Shuri, what are those?
The real question is, what are those?
What is the cloud guitars is right here?
And I've got the stick that Sheila threw out at Celebration that I caught.
Awesome.
Added to the little shrine.
All right. Tell us a little bit about this this painting here.
This is called It's in Your Heart. It's meant to evoke Paisley Park. You know, I painted it. It's the first thing I did after I got home from Celebration this year. It's actually, oddly enough, it's the 7th painting in this new series that I've been working on. And I thought it was the 8th, and I went back and counted. It's actually number 7. So, the universe is at work. They're all meant to be portals or paths to a better future, brighter tomorrow. The past few years have, been hard on all of us. It's difficult to be a compassionate, loving human being these days. It's a tough world we live in. And I got tired of making cynical artwork. I'd been making like little one-off pieces based on politics or Trump or whatever, and it wasn't feeling right, and I just wanted to find a way to be positive again. And I just literally started painting paths and portals and doors and windows and ways to get there. And so
There it
is.
Right on.
That's the ultimate happy place.
Yeah.
So those are a couple of portraits I made in 2009 for a show I did called Do You See Me, which is a conceptual show based around the concept of social media, which was pretty new at the time. And I had just kind of become fascinated with the idea of duality between what we show to the public and the real us at home behind the webcam or whatever. And so these pieces are backed with plywood, and you can see the plywood through the transparency tiles, which is what makes up the outer layer, which is then coated by resin. And that resin created this organic grid shape seeping into the cracks of the transparency tiles, and it just kind of makes the piece. Like, it was a total accident, and it made the piece. So I like it when that happens.
All right. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just all in his space. I'm all in his face with the camera.
Which makes me nervous. If you see me sweat, it's real.
Coming up the stairs.
We've got all kinds of art that come from my friends. A lot of it is mine again, but a lot of them are also trades. That's by my friend Kelly Talbot. She's an amazing painter. That's, Gabe Fernandez.
These
That's
awesome
mine.
pieces. Wow. This is incredible.
It's a revolving gallery of sorts. Depends on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go inside this is, I don't know what you want to call this, the artist's den. These are places where artists create, do their work. These are highly personable places to go into. So we really appreciate Troy letting us come inside here and seeing some of this stuff. So this is definitely a blessing. So walk with me as we go in and see some of where a lot of the magic happens, right? And it's a big thing that Troy has actually been letting us come in and show some things here. So we really appreciate that. All right.
Oh, this is where all the LPP magic happens, essentially. This is the spot that all the images are taken. I do all the photography right here. The canvases are just kind of in the way at the moment. It's just kind of haphazard. I am working in so many different projects and mediums at the same time that I have to kind of continually Tetris my way around the studio, and it works so far. I would love to have a bigger space, but it's worked thus far.
This is awesome. My eyes are going in so many different places. I know there's a lot to see, but you mind if we just start with some of this stuff over here first, too?
Yeah, some inspiration and influence. So I was telling Michael earlier that, next to Prince, Star Wars is part of my personal religion, and I think he shares that.
Yes, Force is strong with this one.
Yes. So this is just a portion of some of the stuff I have. I've got a lot of the stuff from when I was a kid, and collected over the years. I've had to kind of stop collecting because I just don't have any space. Oh, acrylic paints. That's what I generally use for all the paintings I work on.
See E.T. in there.
See E.T. with a beret because he's fancy.
Now, wherever you want to start.
Let's start with the motorcycle.
Kids in a candy store here.
Let's just start with the motorcycle. This is a fun item.
Detail on this guy. Tell us a little bit about this. Is this someone's handcrafted, or how?
Some of it is handcrafted. It started as a 1/6 scale Yamaha. I think it's Yamaha Midnight Special model. That was the closest motorcycle model I could find to the Honda that Prince rode in Purple Rain. But they didn't come with the seat and the sissy bar and the cowling, so I had to figure out a way to make those, and trial and error. Like I was telling you earlier also, a lot of this stuff is very MacGyver-y, and I just I try to use what I already have to create whatever I need to create. If I have to go out and get something else, I do. But yeah, it's just I'm making it up as I'm going along, basically.
Wow. Right now, you see it. It's sitting right there, man. We can't see the elephant in the room. Like,
yeah, I guess we better introduce you.
I've seen this picture so many times to see it in real life.
So this is LPP's latest incarnation. Now, something that I'll probably have to explain until my dying day is that there is not an army of LPPs. Like, every image that you see is essentially the same figure or sculpture that has been transformed into the next image and the next image and the next image. So I've got a handful of different expressions for the heads that I've made, and like 2-3 bodies that I've customized and trimmed and painted, and that's it. I made all the outfits, but again, those are not part of a permanent figure. I keep them. Well, I'll keep most of them in this trunk. Which you may have seen pictures of this already. So.
Oh boy, what do we got here? Wow, I'm gonna go in closer just to. Although a lot of these outfits are jumping out to you guys, like, oh, I recognize that. I recognize this.
Some pretty iconic stuff. Here's something from one of your favorite eras.
Yes. Woo! Wow. And this is all handmade.
All handmade. Yeah, I began this project with not knowing how to sew. And my wife had a sewing machine and convinced me to give it a shot. And she helped me make the first outfit. And I kind of ran with it. As you can see, it kind of got pretty expansive. And yeah,
How long?
I couldn't stop.
How long does it take to make any given item? Or is it all different?
You know, it's all different, and I've gotten to the point where I could probably like create an entire look in maybe 2 days, 2 days, depending on the complexity. Mm-hmm. And like a guitar usually takes a couple of days now because, you know, paint has to dry and all that. But so this is the second guitar I ever made. The first was the Hohner Mad Cat. I don't have that here with me at the moment. But
amazing. What's some of the other ones? I know you got a whole
we've got
fleet.
We have a fleet. Let me show you the purple symbol.
Yes.
Just in a frame right now. And this is one of the later pieces that I've made.
Wow.
So it's
Whew.
it's gotten everything that I've started with this project has, you know, gotten better over time. And what I like to tell people, which they don't, I still have a hard time expressing, is that the project started out as this thing I made, and over time it evolved into the photographs being the art. Like, they were the thing. It really just started out as like a couple of snapshots that I put up on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And someone found that and put it on some other site, and someone picked up on that, and then it just kind of expanded to the point where people were asking me to make different outfits and, you know, different eras, and it was just such a fun challenge that I ran with it. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so over time though, I began to want to really capture moments and experiences and essences of eras and visuals and iconic performances that we all, you know, hold inside of us and want to relive. And that's when it turned into art, and there was art direction involved, and you know, composition and lighting and
yeah, because you create basically a whole scene, right, for these photographs.
Like, a lot of them are pretty basic performance shots that don't have a lot of setup involved. Mm-hmm. But I'll use like a fog machine, and I'll tweak the lights as I'm going, and, you know, use open exposures on the camera to get, you know, more light, more fog, whatever it is. But sometimes, yeah, there's several shots where I've like built entire sets, like, you know, a bedroom, or wow. the cymbal stage. I actually have built pieces of that separately. Like, I don't have one giant. I wish I had a 1/6 scale cymbal stage, but I don't have the space for it. So I've, you know, like for the Super Bowl shot, mm-hmm. That's an actual thing that I made, that stage. But that's all it is. That's that one chunk that you can see, you know. So there's some Hollywood going on, smoke and mirrors.
Can we take a look at maybe a couple of the outfits?
Yeah.
Just to
anything in particular?
What some of your favorites?
Well, up into the reboot of the yellow VMA Award outfit,
you get the ass shot.
which is this is like, to me, my favorite right now. But up until this, it was this. What one was it? 2009 or 2010? It was the French Fashion Week in Paris, and he was just like blowing people's minds with the crazy, awesome outfits he was wearing. And this one in particular was just like so perfect and beautiful. And I had it. Like, this is the second version. The first version didn't turn out as well. But I got it down, I think, and I was really proud of that one because it's like pretty detailed. Anyway, that one is probably one of my favorites. But here's the thing. So come on over here because that trunk only holds so much funk, and I had to appropriate drawers. And like these are all outfits too. They're all separate outfits. I've got, this is the black drawer.
This is like a mini Paisley Parkin.
Yeah. Craziness. It's.
Oh, is that like the gold outfit from like the?
Yeah.
He was wearing during the.
Yeah, the Welcome to America, right?
Yeah. Prince on the big stage.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Nice.
Prince on the big screen. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think you honed in on that.
Oh.
Little treasure.
Let me get that one. Awesome. Wow.
I do have to say that I don't make everything. Like if I can find something that's close that I can modify, I will. If it doesn't make that much of a difference. But for the most part, yeah, all hand sewn, handmade.
And this just the one. Like, how do you do the hair?
So the hair always starts out with a wig, and I trim it down accordingly, depending on what it needs to look like. But there's so many hairstyles.
And by the way, I call these two drawers the Kim Berry drawers.
Yes, they are the Kim. This is the Kim Berry department. And yeah, the cool thing about this project is that it's also a document for other folks' work, like Kim and Stacia Lang and all the other designers and photographers and artists and everyone that helped create his magic. It's hopefully it can kind of lend itself to their memories as well. But yeah, I mean, all trial and error. Like, I've started using charcoal for his beard and stuff because it really started to screw up his face when I was using. So his chest hair and his body hair is cashmere fuzz from a pair of socks. And I was using that for his mustache and beard and stuff, but in removing it, it would, over time, kind of degrade the flesh of the sculpture. So,
man, this is an awesome workspace you have here.
Thank you.
Love it. And I want to just make sure we show this, but I mean, this is what doing work and passion and creativity looks like. Taking something that you are so appreciative of, a fan of, have followed, and to be able to sort of recreate, certain errors or looks to such a lot of these finite details. I mean, again, Prince was very detail oriented.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is captured in here, man.
It has to be to be accurate is very important, I think. And the details are what really bring life to the images. And yeah.
All right.
I mean, like I was saying to you, there's art that I make that helps me, pay my bills, and there's art that I make because it's my happy place to go to, and it's my escape. And Prince has always been my escape. And I would make this stuff whether anyone was watching or not. But to have so many people respond the way they do, it's so humbling. And man, I can't express how amazing it is to get those comments and those responses from people. It means so much to me, and I always feel like I've not really expressed my gratitude because words fail. They really do. That's one of the reasons why it's taken me so long to get on here with you, because I like to let my creative output speak for me, because words just, they don't do what I feel.
Well, hey man, this, like I said, this is a true testament of your gifts. We are so appreciative of you letting us come in here today and to enjoy this. I'm gonna jump on here for a second. So this is work it like a job. It's not a job. This is this is a lifestyle. This is fun. This is, soul work. But the concept of working like a job is definitely to do your all. And what a great way to start it off with coming in here with Troy and actually coming into his creative space. Truly a blessing. Listen, work like a job. I will see you later. Do your thing that you're supposed to do out there and, give that to the world. This is Michael Dean. See you next time. Peace.